What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Siren Frost, and in today's video I'm giving you guys a deck profile debut of my Luard Paladin deck. So keep in mind, before I start diving into this video, I just want to disclaim that there is one card still missing from this deck, and hopefully by the time this video will be up, it'll be back up there pretty soon, and then eventually down the line I'll start doing a deck profile update on Luard. But for right now, I'm just figuring, like, you know what, let's just end the Paladin series right now just by this last deck profile from them for right now. So, fun fact, you guys, I got 10 boxes of Phantom Dragon Aeon, and it did came with all 4 cross-ride Luards and the original Luards. But the downside is I wasn't able to get the last copy of Morfessa, so I'm still waiting on Morfessa. But I figure for right now, I can use temporary cards until I get that card, and then I will eventually playtest some more with this deck and then see how more it works. But for right now, I'm just giving you guys a debut of what I have at the moment. I've been playing for maybe a couple of months now, so see what happens. So without any further ado, let's dive right into this video. So my starting Vanguard, of course, is DragPrince Rute, which is the main standard center point to Kazuma Shoji's Luard Paladin deck, like from the very first child deck that was actually made. Well, with Luard, yeah, of course. But I just followed the lines of the character summoning. So Rute was first, Knies, then Liafail, and then Luard. You get the gist of it. Right now, I'm playing 4 heals, which is my favorite heal trigger of all time, is Abyssal Grail. Oh, I apologize for the glare. Like, it's trying to, like, angle this stupid lighting to make it more and more plausible. But it's a little difficult. So I guess that's the best I can do at the moment. Next, I'm playing 4 draw triggers, which is DragWizard Bod. And then 8 crits, I'm playing 4 Grim Revengers. And the 4 Sentinel for Luard is Belial Owl. So, this is my lineup for the trigger lineup at the moment. Which I honestly have no problem with it because Belial Owl served as a Luard's personal critical trigger. And then we were supposed to keeping the theme to Luard's spellcasters, so that's why. Unfortunately, there's not much support you can do for Fianna, so I'll wait for more support for that. But that's the grade 0 lineup. Now for grade 1s, I'm going to keep it as close to Luard's comrades as much as I can. I'm playing 4 DragWizard Knies, and I do love the effect that he brings. When placed on the Vanguard circle, look at the top 7 cards of your deck and search for a DragHeart Luard or a DragWizard Liafail and add it straight to your hand. So, and then when it's placed in the rear guard due to an effect of a card ability, you Soul Blast one and you have to choose. Hold on, let me just check this. Your opponent chooses one of his or her rear guards and retires it. So they have to choose what rear guard they want to retire. And it's still an AK beat 6, so you know. Either way, you can still boost with it, you can still attack with it, so. Best thing about grade 1s. Next, I'm playing the OG card of all is 4 Black Sage Charons, just because of her ability to Soul Blast 1 and you counter charge of cards, because this deck does use some counter blasting a lot, so the more counter charge, the better. And plus, she gets a 3,000 power boost and making her 11k by boosting or attacking. So, and I do just love her a lot because she's an OG card from Ren Suzuki-Mori's builds. But I figure she can serve in Claret Sword, Luard, Fianna, or whatever Paladin build you prefer. I just love her as a safeguard. Next, I'm playing 4 copies of Cherishing Knight Branwen. Looking at the top 5 cards when she's placed, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, search for 1 grade 3, and add it to your hand, and then discard a card from your hand. Also put the rest of the cards back in the deck and shuffle, of course. Also, if there's 3 or more 3 or more grade 1s in the drop zone, she gets 3000k, 5k boost. Is it 5k? Yep, 5k boost. So making her an automatic 13k attacker and booster. So this deck does have a lot of power boosting going on, and that's the ideology I have for it. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of Abyssal Owls, just because it does fall for Luard as well. He was a searcher at one point in time. Now he's just serving as a you soul blast. Yeah, you soul blast 1 card and you draw a card. But as long as you and your opponent has the same grade, your Vanguard is the same grade, that's when it happens. Other than that, it's a counterblast 1 and you draw a card when it's placed. So take your pick on that one. That's why I think Charon personally is the best choice, because she does refuel your counterblasting to a degree, and she also gives a major boost. So that's my grade 1 lineup. Now for grade 2, again, try to keep it as much simple as I can. Playing 4 copies of DragWizard Liafail. He is the main grade 2 main starter rider. So when he's placed, Counterblast 1, search your deck for 1 grade 1 and Superior Call it. And this is from Vanguard and Rearguard. So the main deck is get enough grade 1s to activate certain effects, like Morfessa's, but we'll get to her in just a minute. But I just want to know that this is basically going with the DragWizard theme as well. So Liafail is definitely an essential to the deck, just because he helps you Superior Call a grade 1 from the deck. Next, speaking of Morfessa, right now, and don't roast me for this, I am playing 3 copies of Morfessa, DragWizard Morfessa at the moment. Like I said in the early part of the video, that I'm still waiting on a 4th copy from my friend, but we're having some issues with the guy, because now my friend told me that he's refunding the money because the guy didn't have it, or just didn't want to send it, or whatever. God knows what happens. You know, the mailing issues is always big issues. But the best part about this new Morfessa is the fact that she has an ability from the deck as well. From the rear guard or deck, she counts as a grade 1. So you can Superior Call her with the DragDriver, Luard, or Liafail's ability. So, and then at the end of the battle that she attacked, if you have 4 or more grade 1s, including herself, you counterblast and retire her. Superior Call a grade 1 from the drop zone. So this will help you get a new extra attack off. Like if you have a Charon in the drop zone, you Superior Call Charon in the same spot where Morfessa is. So you don't have to use the booster in the back. You can use the booster, save the booster for Charon or Abyssal Owl or Knies. You know, whatever you want to do the extra push. So yeah, that is just the main little small issue of the deck that I've been having a little issue with, because, you know, I've only gotten 3 Morfessas out of my boxes, so I'm still waiting on just more 1. But I do have someone else that can replace her temporarily as a grade 2 as well. I have also 4 copies of Witch of Iron Chain's Nessa. So this is, like I said, it's spellcaster kind of theme to it, and I like her ability a lot. You Soul Blast 1 and retire a grade 1 rear guard. Your opponent chooses his or her rear guards and retires it, and cannot intercept until the end of turn. So basically, your opponent, even if your opponent has 2 grade 2s on both sides, he cannot intercept it. So, mazel tov. And also, it helps you get more grade 1s in the drop zones to activate Luard's abilities as well. So, pick your poison on that one. So yeah, that is, other than Morfessa, the deck has run pretty consistently with me, and it matched more my playstyle, so I was actually happy I built it. Now, finally for grade 3s, we're playing the main dude himself for DragHeart Luards. I do love this new version of Luard, like I said, minus his stride skill, but his skill is, they're both hard once per turns, one per turns. So you retire 2 grade 1s from your side of the field, and you draw a card. However, even during your main phase or right phase, apparently, so you counterblast the number of cards you counterblast up to the number of grade 1s in your drop zone. If you have all 3, you don't have to counterblast at all. 1, 2, you know, all that stuff. But anyways, you put 2 grade 1s from the drop zone back into the deck, shuffle it, and then search a Superior Ride, a DragDriver Luard from your deck. And speaking of which, we're playing four copies of DragDriver Luard. So this is just an 8 grade 3 kind of deck, just because I find it more helpful just to get certain the boss monsters out, no problem. And when DragDriver Luard is placed on the Vanguard circle, you counterblast 1, search your deck for a grade 1 and superior call it. And also the best part about him is up to the number of Luards within the soul. So I'm taking, if you have 2 Luards in the soul, you superior call 2 grade 1s. If you have 3, 4, 6, whatever the hell you want to do, you can call up to 6 of those units. So this deck still has reprised its role as a superior calling as the deck. But then again, any Shadow Paladin deck can superior call. Even the old Clarence Sword can do that. But I do love the way this build is. I'm glad I have a chance to actually get a hold of it. Like, I was quite surprised. Like, no joke. I actually was quite surprised of having all 4 copies of both the Luards. So, I know a lot of people are going to be saying this too, is that, why don't I run Nemain? Well, come to find out, she cannot be used in Luard just because of an OP reason. So she is banned from Luards, but Nemain is still usable in Fianna's deck, Clarence Swords, and Phantom Blaster Overlord. So that's just one of those reasons. I still need to look up on all the cards in the ban list. And for some reason, I found out that you can't even use Gurgit with Percival. Like, can someone explain to me why that happened? But anyways, that is the grade 3's lineup, and that's the main deck right there. Now for the forest markers and of course the other stuff. So of course, you know, I'm running one quick shield just to get that extra shield. And also I'm playing 6 copies of Force 1s in a deck. Now I am debating on whether I should try Force 2s and, you know, cut down to at least 3 Force 2 markers and see what happens with that. But I do like the extra boost, so take it or leave it, depending on how you want to do it. And since most of this deck is consistently about building up strong formations and a build and a lot of power, I think personally it's best to use Force 1 within the deck. So you guys can take it or leave it how you want it, but that's just how my personal opinion is. So anyways, you guys, that is the complete deck profile I want to share with you guys. Now, like I said, minus Morfessa, it is pretty consistent with me, and I love how it's running. I did attempt to try to use the other grade 2 DragWizard, but I feel like the deck he didn't really been quite needed. So I replaced him with Nessa and see what happens. And it was pretty good overall. Like, sure, it requires a lot of counter blasting and soul blasting, but again, there's a place and time to really activate the effects. So take it or leave it on that one. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you guys have a lot of questions, and, you know, because I know some of you are just questioning about this deck, because most of you may play it, which would be great. And you guys can give me, like, some helpful opinions, and I mean actual opinions about what you put in the Luard deck, what your thoughts are, and is it good against Phantom Blaster Overlord or any other decks out there. Just go ahead and put your 2 cents in. I'm okay with that. Anyways, you guys, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe, like this video, thumbs up for this video, comment down below, and as always, you guys, there is a complete deck list in the description down below, and go ahead and check it out. And, you know, and this is my own personal way of saying, you know, if you guys have an idea of what the deck profile you want to do, go outside your comfort zone, try something different, and enjoy other people's ideology as well. But anyways, that is the complete video for this, and hope you guys stay safe, make good choices, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night, guys.